Hello, welcome to Sharing the Baby. Thank you for joining me today. Today I come here to talk about what the hell happened in that White House today. Okay, I ain't never seen nothing like that, and don't want to see nothing like that again. Um, hmm, I don't know where to start. Everything said for entertainment purposes only. Everything is allegedly. All right, but what's fact is, Lewinsky came to visit today. Okay, Lewinsky. I like Lewinsky. Not Lewinsky. I'm sorry, Zelensky. I like Zelensky. One thing I like about Zelensky is when his country was invaded, and for a while he wasn't getting any funding, he wasn't getting no help, and then he went out and he hustled. He hustled up for the money to fund his country. Because when I look at Zelensky on a spiritual level, Zelensky is a very proud person about his country. Okay. Now Orange Mongrel, he's not proud about his country. He loves the country if the country can make him any money, or if they eat out his diaper. Okay, and that's a term that I get from my mother. No, she can't stand the Orange Mongrel. Okay, and she say all of those people are eating out of his diaper. So you will hear me say that quite often, okay, if I'm talking about the orange mongrel. All right. So he thought that Zelensky, I'm sorry, that Zelensky was going to come into the Oval Office and start eating out of the diaper, okay? Because all the rest of the cabinet, they always in there, tasting the diaper. That's what they do. Okay, that's how they roll. Their manhood is very diminished, so they don't mind groveling, licking on the floor. And in fact, J.D. Vance said that. You never said thank you. You never said thank you. Well, I don't know if he could say thank you. You never did shit for him. Okay, the last administration gave him some moolah, some money, some weapons, the things he needed to conduct his war. Okay, because he did not ask for this war. That was the main reason that I really admire Zelensky is he stood up to the bully. And today he had to stand up again to another bully, but a proxy bully. Allegedly, he is a pussy of Putin. Okay, so he stood up to the pussy of Putin today. And I was so very glad because last night before I went to bed, I heard on the news, I was like, oh, Zelensky's coming and he's going to come in to sign away all his natural earth and mineral. I'm like, what? I know he ain't going out like that. Not Zelensky. Zelensky can't be going out like that. At high. And he didn't. He came there and he stood his ground, and I loved every minute of it. I wanted to knock that orange mongrel over there and put him on the other chair that Zelensky, and let Zelensky be the president. He was really not eating out of the diaper. He was not eating out the diaper today. He said, no, 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 no. Van said, look, the diaper is creamy. It's good, okay? Come on through and eat out this diaper. Zelensky said, no, we're not going to eat out that diaper today. I come here to talk some business, okay? But he knew he was talking to the enemy. He knows that there's the enemy. The enemy is the enemy. He's talking with the enemy. You cannot make negotiations when a snake is in the middle of the room, a cobra, and the cobra is gonna decide which two of you humans come up out on top. No, that's not gonna work. And Zelensky knew it, and he kept saying stuff. And Trump's moronic, allegedly moronic tale. It's not in the cards. It was in the cards because Zelensky was seeing what was going to go down in the future. And Zelensky said, well, he was telling them about how his troops is down and this and that and then that and this, that, and the third. And he was like, oh, okay, right now, your shit's good. Okay, but wait till the future. And oh, Trump didn't like that. Oh, Orange Mungo didn't like that. Because Zelensky was seeing something, okay? He was seeing something. So it was in the cards. But, Trump didn't see the cards that Zelensky see. Zelensky is a planner. This is a warrior. This is a person that is, because to me, he's like the underdog. And I always champion for the underdog. So Zelensky was like, he's like, this is to me like this small person for this small country. They fighting to exist. They fighting not to be taken over by other entities. All right. And he's like, no, not today. Not Putin and not you. And I know you is Putin's pussy. Allegedly. All right. He's allegedly Putin's pussy. Okay. So that's what he came there to I know the way that I feel spiritually is just that Zelensky didn't come there to get any money to do this. He came there to prove a point. And it is so easy. Usually I say to pull somebody out their character, but that's his character. That's the Orange Mungo's character. I think he came there to exaggerate that character, put it on Front Street, put it on public, because he knows that he's a moron. Okay, allegedly he's a moron. The statements he was making, moronic, and a lot of those statements, I felt like he needed to go to the home. Because if it's just like if you got your older dad or your older uncle and they start talking weird, it's time to either go to the home or go and get some of that Alzheimer's medicine. He was all over the place. He was angry. Oh, he was so angry at what? This is Ukraine. They are not a threat to us. This is the people that we're supposed to be helping, so that Russia don't overtop Ukraine, and then overtop Ukraine and move on to Europe. Okay, so we'll be repeating history if we just let him run roughshod over that continent. That happened again. I mean, that happened before. Okay, that's history. We don't need to repeat that history with that other man. Okay, I won't even mention his name because I don't like even mentioning him in spiritual spaces or activity. The other man who was in, the World War, the real World War, not the one that Trump wanted to make up today. He went in the Oval Office sitting there speaking of World War III, just totally irresponsible bringing up something like that didn't have anything to do with this little country. Ukraine is not an antagonistic country that's coming to get us. We know who's coming to get us, allegedly. All right, and you working with the man who wants to hop on Ukraine, then go over and hop on to the European states, and then go on and hop over to Great Britain and complete that track that we've had in the past. Okay, because history likes to repeat itself. We don't want that history repeated. I'm so glad that he stood up for himself. He really did. He really stood up for himself today. And he didn't let them bowl him over. Our president allegedly acted like a buffoon, alleged president. He acted like a buffoon. He kept invading the man's space with his hand, irregardless to he is still a president. He is a president of Ukraine, and he does deserve respect. That's what I think. Okay. And so he was just touching the man, touching him, pushing him with his hand back. This mobster, this monster land, and if he had been of my persuasion and color, Orange Trump had been of my persuasion and color, and he been running around the room and acting like that, the first word they would have used? Oh, he's a thug. He's a thug. That was thug activity, allegedly. That was mobster behavior, allegedly. But Zelensky handled himself correctly. He put that man on front stage. That man is a moron and a buffoon. And if anybody in your family was acting like that, you would either take them to the nearest nursing home or take them to the nearest nut house. And you would leave them there for evaluations or something till it got better or got worse. Whichever one it would have took. But no one lets anybody act like that. And then he talking about one subject, and then he goes to, yes, the stinky laptop that was in Hunter Biden's bathroom. And then he changed it to the room. And this was crazy. I'm telling you, if you voted for that man, you must have stuck your head in a drain full of Drano and bleach and sniffed it and then went out to vote. I swear. And when I'm looking at it, spiritually, it feels like I'm in a uh, twilight zone. And even spiritually, at one point, I saw Zelensky with this look on his face, and I could, because sometimes I can look at people and kind of hear what they thinking, and he was like, literally, oh my God, did the American people just really vote this psycho in? Hello, Shy. He couldn't believe it. In his head, I could hear him, and he couldn't believe it. He was like, and then he went from utter perplexion to concern. Hmm. And I'm concerned. I'm concerned. Like this person is over armies, nuclear arsenals. This person has a football behind them. Somebody got to make this make sense to me. That man was awful. And also that couch pumper, he had to get his arrogance in after he had to ask Zelensky why he wasn't eating out a Trump diaper with him. You know, Trump Zelensky didn't want none of that diaper, but you know the couch. Let me try to say something. Gonna give me banned. The couch. I don't know. The couch lover. We'll call him. Couch toucher. There we go. The couch toucher was there, and he was trying to get arrogant up in the meeting. Oh, you didn't say thank you one time. No, he don't eat diaper. Zelensky conduct wars and get his money up. Oh, you didn't grovel on the floor like all the Republicans. Please grovel on the floor right now. No, I'm not. And matter of fact, just yesterday, Zelensky was sitting about 8 or 9 world leaders of the European Union. And they gave him, if I'm not mistaken, 300 something billion or some billion, I don't know. Whatever the amount was, it was more than America had ever gave them over the time that we were assisting them in their war. And you think he came so he could grovel on the floor and he just got billions of dollars to finish conducting his war, and he just got equipment. He just got equipment. And you think he gonna come over there and grovel on the floor to you while you mumble on like somebody in early Alzheimer's on set, and while you talk about nasty laptops that's been in the bathroom, and we don't know what you over there doing in the diaper. Make it make sense. I think we in some kind of loo-hoo crazy world. We're in a crazy world. And then we're supposed to be helping him so that we do not, let somebody follow in the line of Hitler, and go across the globe and, trying to take everything over. That used to be the side that we was on. And all of these people that still rallying around him is crazy. This man is literally, allegedly, supporting everything that Russia does. What I would like to see is a side screen. Because me psychically, I believe he is going to have Pooty Rudy come to the Oval Office. We need to see a side by side of how he treats someone whose country has been invaded. He acts like Zelensky was ready for the fight. Zelensky in his own country, chilling. Okay? And then we had him come through, and you want Putin Wooten to just knock him out the way and take everything. And then he sit back and he cool with it. He gonna fight. And when he was fighting with the little money he had, they was fighting. They had heart. I respected them because they wanted to save their country. That was their pure intentions. Okay. And after a while, people was looking at the little country struggling and stuff. Hey, uh, we might want to give you some money. We might want to give you this. Woo, 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 that. That's how I go. But one thing I can say about Zelensky, he is a hustler. He loves his country and he believes in it. That other orange mug on the side and the couch toucher, they don't believe in this country. They believe in how much money they can collect and how many people that they can harm and hurt allegedly. Because that's what it seemed like they love to do. They enjoy the suffering of others. They enjoyed, thinking that they were making him suffer. But I don't think that this is the end of Zelensky just because they won't give him anything. Because he just got some money right there, billions. And before Biden left, he got some billions. So he ready, okay? He ready for the time being, okay? But I really believe they're going to get behind him. Because what happened in the White House today should live in everyone's memory. This man is allegedly unhinged. There are no hinges left on the door. None. And if you saw anybody in your family behaving like that man behaved at that meeting, you close the door. And yeah, just this love of Russia is weird. And anybody who keeps standing behind him and this love of Russia and the hating of people who have been invaded is just loopy. It's not making any sense. It's not making any sense to anybody. The only sense it would make is if allegedly you bought and you sold. Okay? So what would that make us? What would that make us? I don't know. Let's see. Will Zelensky continue to get support from others? Or how will Zelensky fare? Zelensky, from these cards in front of me, will fare well. This is the hand of the dishonest. We all know this orange hand belongs to. He will be protected from the orange hand that cannot be trusted. All right. People are going to want to talk to him and say, don't get busy that you don't listen. Someone needs to talk to you. After this debacle of the couch toucher and the orange moron, people are going to be reaching out to him. And I feel like more countries than have are the ones that just were at the UE table. There are more countries that are going to reach out to Zelensky. And Zelensky, I feel, is going to be talking to other countries about this meeting and like more intimate details. He'll tell them about this meeting because there are things that happened before this meeting. There are things that happen after this meeting, just conversations, talking, messy talk. They real messy in that White House, okay? Someone working hard to get what they want. He will continue to gather up his money, to gather up the countries, close the door, so that he can keep his country. I definitely feel like he should keep his mineral rights. He should not give them over to the orange rump. He's not to be trusted. He will sign 35 papers allegedly, and he will not honor any of them, just like Pooty Rudy. All of them are in line and sync and stop. This card is the hero card. All right. Do not be afraid. And a lot of people are going to be reassuring him. Different countries reassuring. Don't worry about that. He's a moron. That's an American problem. They'll have to deal with the moron. You conduct your war, so we won't have this marching across the European continent. Okay, because that's what people are thinking about. They're gonna tell him don't even go no more. Don't even ask him because it's unnecessary. And he was talking about thanking him. Oh, you gotta thank you. What is that about? Yeah, but we in this we getting into this infancy of dictatorship, like King Yong Yong or whatever that man name is, whoever allegedly his name is. Let's also see what the and those people in that office with Orange Moron have got to know he's senile. They've got to know he's got screws missing and the table about to shake and give out. They know that because they're around him all day. Okay, allegedly. Because if I feel like if you was around him, you'll know that them screws is loose. And granddaddy need to go ahead and set it down. They talked about Biden. Oh, how sleepy Biden is. One thing about Biden, I don't care how sleepy he was, he could plan and make the government run and make sense, okay? He had capable people around him. There are no capable people around this moron. So he is just ambling and all over the place. Mm-mm. Let's see. Do the people in that White House know about his moron symptoms or all time symptoms? I don't know which one it is. Is he just a complete moron or it's just all time symptoms or something? What's going on? Do these people know and they don't give a shiggity shookity? Yeah, they've been observing this. We got the seven of pentacles here. They've been looking up. He wasn't too bright when he came in, but now the bulb is dimming. All right. He unreliable and hothead. He go off a lot. Yeah, he go off a lot. And that's, symptoms of the sundowners or something like that, but I'm not a doctor and I can't diagnose. I'm just saying. When you have sundowners, you get a little angry and you get a little pissed off about a lot of stuff. Um, let's see. Yeah, we got shocking and uneasy. We got shocking. Let's see. Something is in the situation it exactly it should be, but it's shocking. Like he may come through with his birthday suit on, looking off in the distance. And I'm like, oh, get on back up in here, allegedly. Get on back up in here, Trump. It's okay. They doing it all for the money, for the moolah. And his family definitely know he is allegedly. His family knows that he is off his rocker. All right, they know that too. But it's all about finances because he's the big daddy, king of pentacles. All right, we got nine of wands. This is very difficult to keep this man on track. Okay, and the White House is very difficult to keep this man on track. Very much not in good health nor good mindset, allegedly. All right, let's see what else we got here with this man and them pretending like he is normal. Today, if anybody thought he was normal and they looked at that from the beginning to the end, maybe you're not normal because that is not presidential at all. That's not even human at all. And he's supposed to be the person that was bringing the peace in 24 hours. I'm not a negotiator. I don't make deals or nothing like that. But I do know if you do make a deal, then you're going to have both parties uh, in the same spot discussing the thing, okay? You can't make a deal with one person on one side and then make it for the other person. They have to have their input. It's very simple. Very simple. Let's see what else they noticing. He talks out his head sometimes. We got the Eight of Wands, allegedly. He walks around sprouting out moron stuff, more moronic than the. Because, okay, he's weird anyway. Trump is just weird, allegedly. Orange Mongo, he's weird anyway. But it seems like whatever this is, this early onset Alzheimer's, this is worsening it. The conditioning is worsening. So whatever that bad part of him, it is worse, and it's two or three times worse. His speaking is, huh? It's worse. And yeah, and verbally attack. Okay, we got the scorpion here. He verbally attacks people. Okay, this is going on behind the scenes, allegedly, but they're not letting you know. The man's off his rocker, allegedly. This is just for entertainment purposes only. Crazy psychic girl. All right. if you don't do something in the right order, something that he's used to doing, I think he has to do things in order because he is forgetting things. So if something is out of order, he'll get real mad and attack you verbally. But I feel like when he was touching Zawinski, like all of that touching and stuff, mm-mm, that's no good. All right, let's see. He's evaluating his money all the time. I feel like he's watching it, but he don't know. Like, I thought I had 7 million, 4 million, whatever he doing. He's being neurotic with his finances. Whoever's over his finances, he's double counting, triple counting, stuff like that. I'm gonna lie. He stay up at night and he's anxiety ridden. Yeah, he's thinking about a lot of different things. Um, let's see. We got the devil. We got the picture, and we got the heart. Let's see. He's doing a lot of nighttime eating, I feel. Like nighttime eating and repeating himself. Also, like going at nighttime doing inappropriate things, like conversations you'll have in the daytime. He may try to reenact those conversations during the nighttime. Allegedly. Frightened. So we got some little paranoia here. Yeah, so he's on the paranoid frisk too. This man should probably be, not probably, should be. They, like I was telling my son, uh, we're gonna be in the f around and find out phase. Okay, right now we in the effing phase. Okay, we getting effed, and it's gonna have to go on for some time. Okay, because when you in spirit, they don't have a clock to tell you, but it's gonna have to go on for a while, and then we'll be in the finding out what happened phase. Right now we in the effing phase. Okay, and it's so sad that the people that never voted for him, we are also going to have to be in this situation. It ain't no way around it. It really ain't no way around it. We gonna have to do all that. But the people who voted for him, they really need this. They need this. They need to see what they created. They need to show who they voted in. Because they looked past his criminal activity. They looked out over him being a SO offender, certified. They looked over him having connections with Epstein in the best lifetime and friend, allegedly. They looked over his racism and say, yeah, I'm put you in. They looked over alleged cheating. Everybody looked over that. So now he sits in the Oval Office, okay? Those folks gonna really F around and find out. Right now we in the effing around. But this to me is just the beginning to show you the descent, okay? This today was for us to be fully aware of the descent that is coming. Descent in mind. And not only the descent in mind, but the descent of others in the administration to eat out his diaper and love it. We seen it displayed. They clapping and eating out his diaper. Every word he says is the greatest idea ever. We are witnessing the biggest eating out the diaper event in the national spotlight here. Will there be people of courage? I don't know. I hope so. I hope there are some that will stand up, put the spoon down, or those who never picked the spoon up to eat out this man's diaper. It's despicable what we have become. We have become people who love Russia. You know, you got JD Vance cheerleading on the couch, his favorite place. Hey, say thank you right now. Eat out the devil, baby. Nah. So I'm glad somebody stood up to him today. And then I'm glad that Zelensky will continue to get support because he needs to push them out of his country because it's his. Okay. And what else did I notice with that stupid conversation? It was just so many things. I should have wrote it down because it was just mind-boggling. And the disrespect of the president of the United States. Oh, all your peoples are dead. That's all he's talking about. Yeah, your soldiers are dead. And my son was talking to me. He was like, "Mama, he acting like he one of them drill rappers." But because he not my persuasion color, he could say all that ignorant stuff. Okay. But the minute my persuasion started talking like he was talking in that office, oh, thugs, thugs, thugs. It's the thugs. The thugs are coming through. The gangsters. They are the gangsters. They are the mobsters. Yeah, allegedly. They sure acting like it. You want to come to this country? Give us $5 million. That's mob talk. Hmm. You want your job? No, you don't need no job. Let me take your job from you, and then the money that I was gonna pay you, I'm gonna put in my bank account. That's mob stuff. Mob ties. That's what that is. Hmm. Oh Lord, Lord, the situations that we find ourselves in. Let's see. Okay, let's try to get into Zelensky. Hold on, let me do something. Let's see. What was Zelensky thinking? Okay, I got a little bit of what Zelensky was thinking. Let's see what he was thinking. Let's see. Get a little bit of what Zelensky was thinking. Other than I pray for the American people. If he is a person that prays, then he was probably saying that like he prayed for us, and I pray for us too, because every night that is the moron with the football. Um, this is the King of Cups. That's to me Zelensky. This is justice, and this is a two of Pentacles. I feel like he hopes that one day the world will see the connection between Pootie Woody and the orange mongrel. And he feels like they should go to jail. They should get charged. You know, like you go to world court and they got some crimes against humanities and stuff like that. It's stuff like that that they need to be charged. That's what he think. Um, they very unsteady and they need to pay. He feel like they need to go somewhere, be sued, and pay some money. If he feel like that, like they need to pay some type of fine and be held accountable. That's what I feel. He feel like Trump and Pootie Woody should be held accountable. He feel like this was more of the past. He didn't come there with any expectations. He feel like this was more of the past when he dealt with Trump in the past too. Some things Trump wouldn't give them, and he was very he was unstable, but not as unstable as he was now. So he kind of knew that who the devil he was dealing with. All right, and Zawinski knows a lot. There is information this man knows. This man has been investigating and he has found out some truth. Okay. So I feel like Zelensky has some proof about some issues. Okay. Allegedly. All right. And he knows he's going to keep that close to the vest until time is right. Okay. Zelensky will not forget. Okay. Nor do I think he will forgive. Okay. So if there's anything he can share at any later date about the orange mongrel, he definitely will. All right. There are numerous things he knows and things that have been brought to light in the truth. Zelensky knows them. All right. He's okay. You know, he got an ace in the hole. He knows something. He knows what's behind something. So he's okay. He's got a new beginning, and he know he'll get what he hopes in his dreams. Freedom for his country. All right? But he knows where some skeletons are buried. All right? But he's not saying because it's not the time. One thing about Zelensky, he is very skilled at planning, very strategic when it comes to how he's going to get his money, very strategic as to studying his enemy as well. All right. So I feel like that's what he's doing now. Zelensky's studying, okay, for later. Okay. Remember when he said, you're not going to feel it now, you'll feel it later? That man is a patient person, okay? He's waiting and planning. Orange Mungle, he can't plan a trip to the bathroom. Not one trip. And we all looking at him in amazement as if he's the savior. Savior of who? He's not here to save. He's here to destroy. No saving going on. If anything, you better save yourself. Yeah, he knows something surprising about Russia. You know, Page of Cups and the Empress. He knows something behind this. Something behind the scenes. He was told he was told about 3 or 4 months maybe before. And he holds this as an ace in his pocket. That's why he's not afraid to speak. That's why he don't eat out of Trump's diaper. He don't need to. He got an ace in the hole. And he'll reveal it, but in due time, because that's what this high priestess is. This is in due time. I will tell you what I know and what I need you to know. All right. What else can we see? And Vance is the couch toucher is just waiting to Trump, no longer on this plane anyway it takes or anyway it happens. That's why he's so up into that. But if something happened to Trump and the couch toucher gets in, no one's really going to listen to him like they listen to the savior and father, uh, Orange Trump. They're not going to listen to him like that. Okay, so he'll be what they call a lame duck president. If for some reason Trump is off this plane, all right, or can no longer do the job. Okay. With the orange mongo in office, I often told people around me, don't be as scared. I know that it is maybe scary if about older people on Social Security, older people on Medicare, disabled people on Medicaid, disabled children on Medicaid. Um, I'm just least when he first got in and I did my readings and stuff. I'm least concerned about like domestic issues, and I'm more concerned about international conditions. That's what I'm um, guarded about. Okay, I'm not so guarded about things here, other than well, not too concerned about that. I just feel like there will be some points that we're going to have over here where we're going to have some riots, we're going to have some violence, we're going to have some kickback. Okay, but it's sometimes things like that happen when you in a revolutionary state. Okay, because we're in a revolutionary time at this time. We are revolting. People will revolt when you try to put them in a box at this time. All right, and I'm gonna have some domestic issues, most definitely. The things I'm concerned about are the terroristic things. And when him cleaning out the FBI, cleaning out the CIA, and these things, These are very important things to us. Okay, this is how we hear shit on the wires. If whoop whoop want to come over here and do whoop whoop, that's how we hear that. So that makes me a little anxious. Okay, we have low employment and stuff. He's trying to clean out the whole entire system of the FBI, CIA, just no discretion. Okay, all the intelligent people, and then next he's probably going to go to the army and start trying to clean out folks that he feels is transgender allegedly or something like that, or DIE, whatever he's talking about, DEI or whatever that is. He's going to try to clean those folks out, folk like me, all brown people. And then he's making enemies everywhere. Okay. Those type of activities breed terroristic activity. So therefore, that's what I'm concerned about. Now, domestically, I'm concerned about, and this is all spiritual that I've gotten. I'm concerned about white supremacist activity on soil and organized. Okay. And I hope that we don't have the white supremacist organization along with the riots and the peaceful protest and all of that. I hope all of that don't go on together. And then we're going to have a little bit of terrorism, allegedly. This is just according to spirit and entertainment purposes only. But I'm very, very, very concerned with the international community. Very concerned about, if something happens, God forbid, where we need to make some choices, who will stand with us when we stood with nobody? Okay. And so that concerns me more than him. He's going to be cruel. Okay. He's going to continue to have no respect for disabled people, poor people, people that's going through issues no fault of their own. He would never have sympathy for them, and Elon Musk would never have sympathy for those people. He considered people to be data, so we really can't look towards him as doing anything physically responsible. He's just looking at people like their numbers and computers and things like that. That's just what I get for him spiritually. But we should very much be concerned about international treaties. We should be concerned about if something will happen here, will anyone tell us? But we voted the orange mongo in, not me, but others. So we are effing around, and I hope that we don't find out in an international moment. Something coming over here or like that. So all we can do is wait, pray, and hold on. Hold on to your undies, because we are just in the effing around stage. We ain't found out nothing yet. But today was the showing you the descent into madness. We are in some type of topsy-turvy world. Good is bad, bad is good, crazy is sane, sane is crazy. Rich is poor, poor is rich. We here. We have arrived in the effing stage. I don't know how we gonna make it to the effing around. All right, thank you. This has been Shannon, baby. And if you liked it, please like, share, and subscribe and comment. I do appreciate if you have been in this room at any point at any time. Thank you. Bye bye. All right, I'm through, y'all. Thank you for that, Grace.